Hello and welcome to the Super Professor Podcast. You're listening to Clemens Kunkel, A.K.A. Super Professor. And today we want to talk about the legacy of a fake president. And you know who I'm talking about. We're talking about fake baby bone spur Donald J. Trump, A.K.A. also known as Individual-1. Now let's go through the list. It's going to take a little bit, but we're going to go through some of the things that Trump is going to leave behind in his legacy. Now, Trump has 3 wives. He's slipping around on all 3 of them. That'd be 1. 2, Trump bragged on Howard Stern radio, that was before he became president, that he could walk in on children changing clothes at his beauty pageant. Why? Because he owns it. He has the right to. This is on Howard Stern radio. You should Google it and listen to it. This is before he became president. What else did Trump do? Well, he paid Stormy Daniels $130,000 to stay quiet and not tell anybody that she had sex with him before he became president. Right after his wife had a baby. And she was with him for 6 months. How do we know that? Michael Cohen is in prison for paying off Stormy Daniels. And that Trump is Individual-1 in the Mueller report. So to say an Individual-1, they just should put Donald J. Trump. What else? Number 4. Trump, I don't know how many people saw this, but they were interviewing Ivanka and Trump and asking, what do you think of your father? And, Trump, what do you think of your daughter? And Trump said on TV that he would like to have sex with his daughter. Just think about this. The religious people out there. No father looks at his daughter like that, not unless he's sick. Now, he said this before he was president. What else? Let's see. Trump said that it was caught on a hot mic that he could grab a woman by the P word without permission. Now, this is before he became president again. Without permission. And then the tape came out, and then he said, that's locker room talk. He stuck every man on the planet in his category. And sick people bought what he sold. Number 6. Trump lied. Said Obama wasn't born here. Going to get proof. Never showed any proof. And then he had to admit, okay, I was wrong. So Trump gets to make lies up. And now this is before he became president. Trump's a fake president, but before he became president. What else? I remember Trump was saying Mexico's going to pay for the wall. Mexico's going to pay for the wall. Not America. Mexico. Right? Now here's the funny thing. Trump's not too smart because he's never done any construction work, nor any physical work. You can take a hook and a rope and throw it on a wall and climb over. But Trump's not smart enough to know that. So you're going to spend billions of dollars to build a wall when there's already a wall up and people climb over it. Now just think about that in a logical sense. A ladder goes on a wall also. Oh, wait a minute. Trump also said the new wall is so hot you can't touch it. He said it's on TV. The wall is too hot. It's too hot. You can't touch it. He just gets to make lies up and people buy it. How about him trying to get prices for a moat and alligators? Yeah, he had to go. This is not made up. This is what Trump is. This is what kind of a person he is. He's not too smart. How about Trump cheating to win the election? I know Trump didn't cheat to win the election. He only asked for Vladimir Putin, a dictator, a murderer, a person that loves killing people, only been in power for 17 years, an enemy of the world. Trump asked Vladimir Putin, If you could give me 30,000 emails, hack the Democrats, Russia, if you're listening, now just think about that. He asked for help from a foreign power, and he got it because 24 hours later, the emails were hacked. So cheating got him elected, but that's still okay. He won. And then he was saying, oh, there's 3 million illegal voters, because he'd have won the popular vote if there wasn't 3 million illegal voters. But he gets to say lies, and people buy it. Cheaters put cheaters in office, but cheating is never winning. I was raised better than these people. How about Trump did not give aid to Puerto Rico when they needed help? What did he say? Oh, it's an island surrounded by a lot of water. No way to get there. This is how stable genius this person is. It's an island. Do you know it's surrounded by water? Somebody help that poor child. How about Trump insulting a prisoner of war after the man was dead? John McCain was a prisoner of war, tortured for 5 friggin' years. The man was dead, and Trump raised the flag up when it should have stayed lowered at half-mast. And then the Republicans got involved and said, no, you got to put it back down. To show respect. Trump dishonored a prisoner of war. Why? Because Donald Trump is a fake baby bone spurs. He didn't have bone spurs. He got out of serving in the military. In 100 years, not one Trump member has ever served in the military. Now, you can't see Trump's record in college because he stopped it because he's afraid to show that he played in football. He was afraid to show any. You can't see Trump's record. You can't see what he did. He gets to lie, and people buy his lies. How about number 11? Trump University had to pay back $25 million because it was closed. It was not a university. And he's been refusing to pay people back when it was a court order. People are having to fight to get their money. $25 million. How about before Trump was elected, the 12 sexual lawsuit he had before he became president, and not one of them have went to court yet because of the power of the office. How about number 13? How about Trump holding money from Ukraine, blackmailing them to try to get dirt on Joe Biden? Just think about that. Putin invaded Crimea, and Putin loves Trump, and Trump loves Putin. What is the love between these two people? Money and power. So Trump got help the first time, and then now he's trying to blackmail Ukraine and saying, oh, Biden interfered with the election. It wasn't Russia. When our security people and security people around the world know that Russia interfered with us, and Trump is saying, no, it was not Russia. It come from Ukraine. Trump even removed sanctions on Russia. Why? Because he's in love with Putin, because Putin gave him money. That is, Putin, like his son, bragged that we get our money from Russia. Yeah, because why? Because Trump filed bankruptcy 6 times in the United States and couldn't get a loan. The guy's a millionaire and a billionaire. Yeah, right. He couldn't get a loan. Why does he need the money if he's so rich? He's not rich. He's a bad businessman. Why did Trump want Putin? Well, when Trump says, I don't know Putin, why is he bending over backwards to help Putin, make Putin look like a good guy? Well, it's easy. Because Trump has known Putin because he had the beauty pageant. Trump wanted built in Moscow, in Russia. When Trump says he doesn't know Vladimir Putin, that's a lie. You can't have a beauty pageant in Russia without going through Putin. Trump had his beauty pageant in Russia, Miss Universe, in 2013. People don't know that. You're not paying attention. Putin has been in control of Russia for 16 years. Let me help you out. There's a saying in Russia. You live, you die, and Putin is still president. There's facts. How about number 15? Trump working for free. What a nice guy. He only made $50 million at Mar-a-Lago when he became president. He raises golf course fees from $100,000 to $200,000 per year per person. What did the rich people pay for? Tax cut. The United States went $1 trillion in debt because rich people got richer, and Trump made more money because of the tax break, because he made $50 million and he had to pay, he had to give the rich people something back. So he gave them a tax cut. Rich people got richer. Why do rich people need more money? They're already filthy rich. What's wrong? They don't have a soul. They don't have a heart. They can't help people. How about number 16, Donald Trump? This is a good one. Donald Trump put children in dog cages. Children. Understand, he put children, innocent children, mothers, fathers, sons, daughters, asking for asylum, looking for help. Why? Because where their country is, they're starvation, they're being attacked, there's war. They're looking for help. Why wouldn't they come here? Well, it's easy. Donald Trump's wife came here, but only rich people get to come here. Pretty people. Melania can speak 6 languages. Woman can barely speak English. She's like Trump. Cannot speak 6 languages. 6 children have died underneath Donald Trump's camps. A 16-year-old just died just last week. They're not being taken care of. It's disgusting what's going on. When AOC went there, they couldn't take in their phones to record anything. Nope, can't take recording devices. They can only tell it, and they're like, no, they're lying. No, they're telling the truth because you won't let them take the phones to prove what you're doing. Number 17. Trump is the only president never to show his taxes. But he said he's going to show his taxes after he's done being audited. That's what's his first thing saying. After the auditing's done, I'll show you my taxes. That was all a lie. And his people said, it's fine. We don't need to see. He says, they don't need to see my taxes anymore. No, because he lies. Trump was never under audit. It was just a lie the entire time. Babies can lie to babies, but babies can't lie to adults. I'm an adult. They're liars. How about number 17, Trump's father being arrested for being a KKK member? But Trump, no, he's not racist. Not anyway. Yeah, right. Trump is a KKK leader, just like his father. That's the reason the KKK newspaper loved Trump. Here's something simple. Why did the alt-right, the neo-Nazis, the white nationalists, and the KKK all took their mask off and went as white people out to protest? And, look, Jews will not replace us, burning torches and chanting and everywhere. And how about the neo-Nazi that drove a car in and killed Heather Heyer? And what did Trump say? There's violence on both sides. No, there's only murdering going on Trumpers' side, the sick side, the disgusting side. They get to threaten us with guns. That's stupid. How about Trump and Betsy DeVos removing $12 billion from the Pell Grant program? You know about that? That's money for children and schools and stuff. But dude, just don't help our children anymore. How about Donald Trump, number 20, removing all the restrictions and that protect us from the environmental pollution that industries do? But he's removing them. I removed all these. Yeah, let's put more carbon dioxide in the air. Yeah, let's contaminate our planet more. Let's make it hotter. Trump doesn't understand man-made climate change, and that is dangerous as hell. By the way, I did publish a book, Man-Made Climate Change Made Super Easy to Understand, on Amazon. So if you want to understand man-made climate change, you really don't quite understand it, get my book. It's very simple. Even a Trumper can learn it. Well, maybe not them. They can't read. How about number 21, Donald Trump saying he's smarter than the generals when he's dumb as a box of rocks. I got a rock smarter than he is. The man has never served in the military, has no respect or honor, has no integrity, doesn't understand anything about integrity or honor. How about Donald Trump, number 22, when he made fun of a handicapped reporter at his talk? And he said, oh, no, I didn't do it. And he's on TV mocking the guy, doing it. Trump gets to lie, and you see him lying straight to your face. And they're like, oh, it's okay. Everybody lies. That's their logic. Everybody lies, so therefore it's okay. Everybody sleeps around on their wives, so therefore it's okay. While other people kill, it's okay. I mean, Putin does it all the time. That's no big deal. What did Trump say when he was interviewed? Someone goes, well, Putin's a murderer and a killer. And Trump goes, what, do you think we're so nice? That was his comeback before he was president. How about number 23? 80,000 people not being paid for 4 weeks from Trump. 80,000 people. Who got the interest on that money? How about number 24, Donald J. Trump telling police officer when you put the people in the car, smack their head. It's fine, it's okay. How about him saying that? You see that? He promotes violence 24/7. And then the police officers had to come out and says, we do not promote violence. Oh, Trump don't promote violence. No. He doesn't do that at his rally. When you listen to him talk, he just says, smack them, get them out of here. All this is on live recording. So I don't understand where people's brain is. How about at Trump's rally, Trump pretending to have an orgasm? Did you see that? He's going, oh. He's pretending to have an orgasm. This is supposed to be a president. He's an embarrassment. He's not a president. He's a fake president. He's a fake white person. He's a fake human being. He's an embarrassment. How about him overturning, number 27, overturning the Dakota pipeline where oil companies can go back through the Indian land? When Obama stopped it, but Trump overturned it. So the oil people could make more money. How about 28? Trump filing bankruptcy 7 times, but he still became president. He'll bankrupt us. Because he's not a businessman. He has no idea. He got his money from his father, got his money from Putin. And here's the thing. Putin's going to want to get paid back. That's the reason Trump is doing everything to keep Putin happy. And that is the interfering with our protection of our country. Why would any religious person like this piece of garbage is beyond me. He's not a decent human being. He never has been. How about number 30, Trump charity that was shut down? Before his charity was shut down because mismanagement of funds. His charity wasn't any good either. They had to shut it down. It's impossible how insane this guy is. I don't understand religious people. Why would you follow this child? This embarrassment. I mean, what religion likes this? This is beyond me. Why do people support this guy is beyond me. I don't understand it. And all the evidence in the Mueller report, oh, that's right. Republicans didn't read the Mueller report, the one that I got. They didn't read it. They didn't read what Putin did to us. How about Donald Trump insulting women 24/7? When he rates them also. Oh, this is the best part. I love this part. Donald Trump will rate a woman from 1 to 10. Now, he's got a beautiful looking wife, right? But Donald Trump is a balloon. He's got no physical condition whatsoever. And he's not smart in any way. He doesn't have a brain that works. Doesn't have good words. He has the best words, he says. He knows the best people. In superior condition, and he's got no condition. He's a balloon about ready to pop. Anybody ever notice that his suits are bigger than his shoulders, like an inch on each side bigger to cover up that fat of his body? His suits are made big to cover up that big gut of his. He's a balloon baby. He's about ready to pop. He's an embarrassment to the human race. How about Trump saying, oh, he's only 239 pounds? How about he's 339 pounds? He's a balloon. You know what? I'm going to rate Trump. I'll give from 1 to 10. No. I'm going to go 100. He's a negative 100. He's an embarrassment. Got suits big enough to cover up his fat belly. He's a stable genius and never done anything to prove he's a genius. You can't see his report cards. You can't see anything from college. Can't see nothing because he stops it. What else does he do? Well, he stops anybody from testifying. People can't testify because, no, you can't testify because you might tell the truth of me. If he was innocent, people would be able to testify. He's not innocent in any way, shape, or form. He's guilty as sin. Do you know that they put a Stable Genius Act in because of Trump? Yeah, go Google it. A Stable Genius Act in proposed act of Congress authorized by the U.S. Representative Bernard Boley of a required presidential candidate to have a medical exam and publicly disclose the result before the general election. Oh, okay, so you have to show proof that you're not insane. Well, they should have had that for Trump before he got into office, but too late. The next one will have to prove it. How about, anybody see where Donald Trump says, oh, the windmills will give you cancer. Woo, 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 they give you cancer. Can you believe it? That's what he said. He's on TV saying this stuff. He's an embarrassment. Oh, gosh. How about the Trumpy bear? You guys see the commercial of a Trumpy bear made in China with love? I guess it's made with a lot of love for Trumpy. He has a Trumpy bear. Now, it showed a video of a Harley guy, heavyset balloon Harley guy, supposed to be military, balloon military guy, riding around with a Harley with his Trumpy bear. You might as well have put that guy on a tricycle. A teddy bear is for children, babies. So I guess Trumpy bears are for adult babies, but they should be given to children that need love and compassion and caring. But no, Trump puts them in dog cages without a teddy bear. It's embarrassing. How about Trump saying that people buying that he helped the economy? That is ridiculous. We had 3 massive hurricanes. If you don't know that, go study. Where the hell were you living when the hurricanes went in? They destroyed homes, property. 3 massive hurricanes when Trump was in office. We're still recovering from it. It destroys homes. You got plumbing work, road work. Bridges have to be rebuilt. Things are destroyed. Cars are destroyed. Thousands and thousands and thousands of cars are destroyed. Thousands and thousands and thousands of homes are destroyed. That gives buku work to everybody. Food is destroyed. You people gotta wake up. This is embarrassing what you don't know. How about Ivanka getting 12 patents in China? Well, we're supposed to be bringing jobs in the United States, but no, Ivanka can get patents. How about Donald J. Trump on video saying he's the chosen one as he looks up to the heavens? Who buys this clown garbage? This is embarrassing. How about 197 countries know that we have a problem with climate change? That it's destroying our planet? Oh, but Trump's smarter than NASA, the people that put people on the moon. No, Trump is smarter than that. Trump is smarter than the 197 countries that know we have a problem. Trump is smarter than all the scientists because he says so. Seriously? How about Trump saying he knows all the smart people when you got 7 people thrown in prison already? Michael Cohen is in there. Paul Manafort working for free. Trump's not working for free. Paul Manafort's not working for free. None of them worked for free. How about Trump trying to get the G7 summit at his golf course and advertising his golf course and want to have it there? And then he says, then they cancel because he got too much flack from the Republicans. Then he says, well, I was going to do it for free. Trump doesn't do anything for free. He gets to lie, though, and he gets free advertisement. That's what he gets. Gets to advertise his businesses, his golf course, and his daughter's clothing line. He is the most corrupt president ever in history, except for Putin. Putin really messed up. But Putin played Trump. Putin did a real good job, and Putin messed with us. So we have to mess with Putin. He has to pay for what he did. We have to remove that mofo. So who am I? I'm Clemens Kunkel, A.K.A. Super Professor. I got kids' books out. I got science books out. I got health books out. I think you should be better. I don't think you should be a piece of garbage like this piece of garbage. So every day, every hour, I go against this sick thing. So if you got something to say, please come say it to me. If you want to back up Trump, let's do it head on. Let's do it face on. Hell, let's even have a contest. That's what I want to do. I want to have a contest. I want you guys to get on Fox News with me and let's have a contest. Let's Randory. Let's do something. Let's show the world what a Trumper is. I'm serious. Get on Fox and say you want to rumble with Clemens Leon Kunkel because he definitely does. That's me. I only break concrete block with my bare hands. I'm 62. Welcome to hell. You'll never take me out. I'm not a child. I'm not a baby. I'm not somebody you can threaten or push around. I come from the country. I'm physical. I don't look like a balloon baby. Look me up. See what a man does, not a fake baby bone spur. You guys have a good one.